What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to be going into the Forbidden Zone and grinding out the final few bosses here to get to the final boss, which is the important one that we want to talk about here today. There's been a lot of talk and a lot of confusion about this final boss, and it does seem like, yes, there is something that's going to remove debuffs from this boss, essentially, but big old butts. It's not going to affect things like Heart Watcher marks, Olivia's shrinks, things like that people have traditionally used in these scenarios. So this is kind of like an old school type method. You can actually see probably the top heroes already out there, you know, like number 7. You can see what they're running for the finale stage here. So they have heroes like Olivia. Actually, surprising enough, a lot of them are not using Heart Watcher, so Heart Watcher does not seem to be in this final setup here. Let's see if anybody is. Oh, there are people using both Olivia and Heart Watcher, so that is going to be something to consider. I think I'm going to try to do that myself as well, mainly just because, I mean, actually, do I even still have the heroes? I mean, okay, we do still have a Heart Watcher, which is good. The question is how we're setting up these artifacts. We're going to have to figure that out because it's been a while since we've done anything. My guess is we can still do some pretty good damage with a Doom Terminator Vulcan main damage dealer. We're probably going to have to change over to, oh my goodness, I actually just realized, I don't know if I've ever made it an upgrade antlers gate on this account. I actually don't think I have, which might be a bit of an issue here. I don't know. We could always go with the super duper awesome melodic strings, which I don't even see where it is right now. I'm gonna have to relocate some stuff, but this is definitely gonna be a time where you can resurface your Olivias if they're powerful and your Heart Watchers. Whether we're going to do it or not, I don't know. I want to go in and see how powerful this boss is on our first attempt today. So I think it was what? One of these abilities has it at the beginning of each battle, increases crit damage and all damage reduction. There's one of these I think it does it. Basic attack deals armor ignoring damage to all enemies. So he does a ton of it, reduces the attack and damage reduction. So it really starts adding that up. Reduces the target's magic or damage reduction, reduces the target's attack, all the things we're used to seeing here. But yeah, it does seem like he will purify some stuff at the end of the round. Let's just throw our main team in real quickly. I just want to see how the battle commences myself since I haven't watched anybody else, and then we're going to try to craft a team that does pretty good. Remember, we didn't even put on our stones or anything like that for this game mode, which we are going to have to get added into this as well, because that's going to be one of the most important things to go off of. The fact that there's a leaderboard where you can see pretty much what the teams have been using and the setups seems pretty promising. Overall, survivability does not seem like an issue. This is going to be a long fight, and there is no skip, so we're going to have to watch these battles to see how they play out. My guess is this is a Demon Bell type-esque scenario where you're just pumping tons of Demon Bells into your characters every single round. So everybody's getting actives off. We're stacking things up very, very quickly. And that probably means our Heart Watcher and our Olivia do not have an issue surviving, even with their very much basic version that they have. So we'll set up a roster and we'll get that going. I'll let you guys know when I'm done here. I'll show you guys what our final damage numbers are and then what we're going to change to. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to do something a little bit old school with this, adding in certain heroes, but we're still going to keep the main core of our light army, I think, still going. Just because it is the light's army, so to speak. We did our normal hit here without any of the extra stones or anything. We got rank 1485, which, you know, it's not horrible. It falls into this category here. However, I know we can get much better than that, especially considering even in that battle, we didn't use any crystals whatsoever. So we need to go through and see which ones are going to be the most important here and compare them to what other people are using. So when self has more than 100 energy, there's a 60% chance to remove a control effect, increase all damage for 2 rounds, maybe. When being healed, that's interesting as well. You know what we should do? Let me check this. I want to see what the top ones are using as far as the purples and the reds. So mainly using the diamond. Okay, this is intriguing because people are using different ones. So actually, let's just go through and figure out which ones we want to use for ourselves then, because that sounds like a much better idea. At the end of each round, there's an 80% chance to remove 2 attribute. Nah. When it increases all damage dealt, no, we're not going to hopefully lose any HP. After releasing an active skill, there's a 70% chance to gain a shield. Afterward, reduce it. Nah, I don't like that either. After releasing, I just read that one. When a basic attack hits the target, increases self-attack by 6. We should not have any basics. After releasing an active skill, I like this one. If the target has 50 or less energy, there's a 100% chance to deal extra damage. Ooh, I kind of like that one. That one sounds pretty good. That one sounds pretty interesting here. When releasing an active skill, there's an 80% chance to deal extra shield ignore damage. I like that as well. What was this one again? When basic attack hits a target, increases self-attack. I'm going to go for like an energy feed type scenario, so I think that's what we're going to do. There's a 50% chance to reduce their energy. Is that good? If the target has 50 or less energy, there is a 100% chance to deal extra damage. I mean, I think this is actually kind of good. Because if we can keep the energy low on the enemy, that means that one procs a whole lot more, which is kind of cool. When you have a shield, increases attack. I don't know if we're going to shield ourselves just yet. We'll have to find out, because most likely it's going to be our Phoenix. After releasing an active skill, there's a 70% chance to remove 2 of those. Oh, these are like the same effects, essentially. Crit damage resistance. When taking crit damage, there's a chance to deal damage back to the attacker. Interesting. So this is the one where you get like all damage reduction. After releasing an active skill, there's a 70% chance to gain a shield. Oh, okay. So you could do a combination of this. And where was the other one? Wasn't there one where when granting a shield, you increase your attack? That sounds pretty interesting. When releasing active attack, there's, I mean, I kind of like that though as well. I kind of want to just go all in on this effect here. When we're releasing an active skill. Maybe not increasing our self-attack, but like doubling up when releasing active skill. Oh wait, that was a different one. No, that was the wrong one. Do these stack? Like the different effects that are similar here? When landing, a crit deals extra damage by 10% of the damage dealt, excluding dots. I mean, that's pretty important too as well. Releasing an active skill, there's a 70% chance to deal 1500%. Yeah, I mean... Do these like stack, these two here? Am I wasting by doing this? I imagine they don't stack, but I guess I guess we try, right? We're not gonna do any basic attacks, I don't think. I don't think, at least. This is interesting. I don't know if I like this or not. When being healed, deals 3. I don't know if I like that one as well. I still like reducing the energy. Oh, this is so confusing which ones I want to use. There's so many good ones here, and I can see why everybody's kind of all over the place here. You know, I think going back to the shielding one might be better. I think I want to remove this one because I feel like it's not going to work. Oh no, that was the wrong one. I think maybe doing something like this kind of looks cool. I think I like this one. And we'll stick with it. I think that's the game plan. Let's just give it a try. I could probably mix and match these things all over the place. But again, our whole point of this is going to be doing active skills constantly. The downside here is this combat is going to last freaking forever because we have this queen, these extra attacks and everything. Now, there is CC coming out. I'm trying not to run the attribute reduction purify on our Vulcan and instead running the offensive one. Now, it does seem like we should have a really good chance of getting energy pretty much on all of our heroes every single time. You can see we are reducing the energy on the boss, but I don't think it's going to be enough because we're also hitting the boss too, which gives him energy, which I think maybe I don't like that combo as much as I originally thought I would. Maybe just going for more raw stats is going to be the play here. The fact that we are going to get CC'd is a big deal because that means it does mess with the energy feed. We could go with 5 mirrors instead. That is something that has potential, actually. 5 mirrors pretty much guarantees an active everything, right? 5? Wait, do they only give 15? They only give 15, don't they? So we need things like Destiny transition from Queen, Destiny transition from our DTV to really make that stack up, I think. I'm intrigued to see what type of damage we do. I don't think we're going to be like top 100 or anything, of course, because we don't have a Lord of Fear Aspen. And to be honest, I mean, maybe it's better putting the Antlers Cane on our Doppelganger and Natalia instead. And again, if we are going to get some basic attacks, then maybe there is a reason to pick up some of those crystals that buff our basic to give us more attack. I don't know. It's interesting. This is very different from the other bosses we've ever experienced here. Lots of CC going out. We have like perfect shielding on this as well, which is cool. I feel like having the extra damage procs for our Vulcan is really big because he has so much attack. It really does add up to be like quite a bit of damage. We're about to be at the end here. Looks like we will get around 15 active, which is good. We could try mirrors. That might actually end up just working out to be more active skills for us. Let's see the final damage number right here. Okay, that's not too bad. All right, yeah, that number looks good. That number definitely looks good. That puts us at rank 793. So that is a huge improvement. You can see it's not a huge difference in points, but it is overall performance-wise. Let's just take one little look here. I think maybe it would be better. Oh, that was part of the reason too. I didn't have the right purify. Oh no, I actually didn't have the purify set on any of these properly. Well, that makes a whole lot of sense then now, doesn't it? To be honest, I think we can just go balance strike on these heroes too. It shouldn't be a problem. Vulcan didn't seem like he had a problem with our upgraded version, so I'm going to keep at that and say that is going to be the way to go. We got skill damage, precision, and holy damage, which should still be good for all of those, I think. He should still be good, so maybe switching it up to this looks better. But like I said, we do have mirrors. We could try the mirror strategy out instead. We only have 4 of them. Oh yeah, maybe we did that because, yeah, now I remember, because technically what, 4 of these give 15, so that becomes 40, 60, 70, 80. Still requires some RNG on it. Or maybe I just disassembled one. I might have disassembled a mirror, but we could go with something like this, where we run like 4 mirrors just in case the CC does add up. Like that just in case. Let's try that. Let's do the save there. Let's run it back one more time. However, I think maybe I want to change up the crystals just a little bit here. Releasing an active skill if the target is 50 or less. That's kind of cool, but I don't know how often that's actually happening. That one felt useless. When a shield is granted to self, you increase attack. I like that one. When after releasing attack, you have a chance to give yourself shield. I like that as well. Let's just see if there's something else that is good. This one could be good as well, because we will have like more than 100 energy. Afterward increases your all damage dealt. That one could be good. When healed, deals damage as well. I don't know how often we're doing that. At the end of each round, there's an 80% chance to reduce 2 attribute reduction effects from self. I don't know. Maybe when taking crit damage increases self crit damage stackable. Meanwhile, there's an 100% chance to deal 12 from. I mean, maybe that one's good too. I just don't know how much crit damage we're going to be taking off of this. Definitely not that one. This one does restore HP, which would synergize with some other damage dealing things. We'll have to see. After releasing active skill, don't like that one. After releasing active, don't like that one either. Of course, crit resistance is the same one. This is really tricky. I really don't know which ones I want. Maybe this one here. When after landing a crit, you deal extra damage. I think that might be the play here. Let's just run it back one more time. Let's see what our final damage numbers are. I think we're 793 on the leaderboard there. Let's see if we can get something just a little bit higher here. And again, I guess we have to pay attention here if the Olivia is worthwhile on our account. So we do the shrink. Yeah, the shrink definitely sticks at the end of the round. And the Heart Watcher marks, I believe, are sticking as well, which is good. Again, having the Demon Bell on our fastest hero should be good for this. Which I think... Oh, I messed it up. I put it on Natalia and not Yorm Tum. I needed to put the Demon Bell on Yorm Tum to try to get that energy feed going. It might sometimes mess up because here right now they're just off of actives for the entire team. But once Natalia goes, that fills up all those bars and overall should be good, especially since this boss is hitting everybody. Again, that situation right there was a little rough, so we are missing them and we are getting CC'd on our Vulcan, which kind of sucks. That is definitely missed damage. Man, we gotta see how this plays out then. I don't know. Granted, we have to make sure our Vulcan isn't getting a crit on every hit because we are running Bounce Strike and we need one of our multi-hits to not be a crit for it to do bonus damage. Which I'm sure there's plenty in there that are regular damage as well. It's just kind of crazy how goofy the numbers are nowadays. Like, it used to be crazy. It still just seems like it's getting worse and worse. Yeah, we're getting CC'd a lot on this Vulcan, which is a ton of missed damage. So I think maybe the better play is to just run Control Purify. I think it just might be the play. Every round we miss an active feels bad. The mirrors give us some added damage. Plus, if they're CC'd, they're still giving energy to our Vulcan as well, which is good. Not quite enough energy on the Vulcan that time. He needs to get a little lucky with his hits too. Getting more active skills does mean more hits, even though they have lower attack. It's not like a crazy amount. Really, it just comes down to Vulcan getting the most damage out of what he can do. Whenever he crits, he deals an additional 10% damage, supposedly, with that one. Oh no, and he's CC'd for round 14. Granted, he would have used the basic attack. Yeah, we got to roll Control Purify. It seems like it's just, he's RNG in that CC a little bit too much. Maybe we put Control Immunity on him, that would help, but big last hit, really big damage numbers from the looks of it. And it comes out to being, I think, less damage. I legit think that was less damage. 4 to the 16? Or did we do to the 15 before? We did to the 15 before. So now, we are in the top 500 now. We are ranked 499, which is pretty good. Because that jumped us up or actually one category right there. So, not too bad. We'll try to modify our Vulcan team and see what we can do in the future. Hopefully your guys' hits go well. Let me know what your ranks are. I'll see you guys next time.